Here we are at Seraphim Station. I set this as the meeting point for my new crew members. We're about to set out for an insane day of bounty hunting and some unscheduled pirating. But let me give you a quick introduction real quick to everyone. Say hello to Captain Kenzo. He's our resident Mandalorian, always running around in chrome. Next up is Fate Elysium. They're kind of sleeping on the job right now, but they're fully kitted out and honestly ready for anything. After a little bit more crew member bonding time, our last hired gun showed up. This is Kalani, and if you ever need a logistics officer who can handle themselves in a fight, you found the right person. After we finished admiring our armor selection, we did get around to figuring out what supplies we needed for the journey ahead. We wanted to make sure that we had things like multi-tools, food, water, and medical supplies. And the cargo center was nearby, and they had most of the things that we needed. This colony has been my home for a while. It's a great little camper with some serious firepower, but with just me inside, the whole ship kind of felt empty. So I'm excited to finally use the ship to its full potential with the full crew.
Why she's so shiny, so nice.
Brand spanking new, fresh off the lot.
With the ship powered on and we all find our seats, we leave the station with full faith that the great Chris Roberts in the sky is watching over our humble little crew. The time has come to see what we're made of. I have a high-risk bounty target hiding in the asteroids of Yella. They are in a tiny, tanky little fighter, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue for us.
Dude, that Scorpius can take a beating. Nice.
That was just our first catch of the day. We did alright, but we were very eager to get that snub into the next fight. So we headed down to the surface of the moon just to see if we could fix our little snub fighter problem. For some reason it wouldn't detach, and it says that the engines are all busted up, so we need to go get that fixed. We all tried to get the ship to undock to make repairs. We really all tried pressing the button a little bit better than the last guy, but it never worked.
Oh my!
But one failed parking of a little golf cart later, Fata pulled up in our new snub fighter replacement, the little but mighty Mirai Fury.
Thank God your guys didn't die.
Oh my god.
You came in so quick. That looks so sick.
With our new snub fighter loaded up, we did need to head back to Seraphim to go grab Kalani. They were the one that died in that tragic golf cart accident. We have all of their armor on board, so this is kind of like a mixture of a pickup and a trade-off.
Oh, I gotta drink before I die. That's probably a good idea.
Nice.
Kenzo was in the captain's chair now because I couldn't repair or do anything at this point. Kind of a bummer, but bonus points to them though because this is their first time landing a Connie and they did an awesome job. And if you've ever tried to land one of these things, you know that they are very front heavy.
How do you guys like my new fit?
With our crew back together again and a new useless clone body acting as my co-pilot, we are headed off to our next bounty target. On the way there, I did try to get my co-pilot into their seat, but they just didn't feel like cooperating.
My co-pilot's leaving the seat, but
No, not the co-pilot.
Just before we engage the target, we let the Fury go pissed off the target first.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's down here. Yeah.
Let's see, any cargo box? Oh, lots of cargo boxes.
Yo.
The last ship that we took out was carrying some serious cargo, mostly illegal substances, but some seriously expensive ones. Cargo was scattered all over the battlefield, so we all just had to spend some time running around. I do have to say, having a Fury act as a glorified spotlight was really nice.
Oh, never. Oh,
Okay, perfect.
Nice.
With all of our ill-gotten gains loaded onto the Connie, we are headed off to see what we could sell. We knew having all this cargo in our bay was a great way to get a target painted on us, so we wanted to offload it as soon as possible. We chose to hit up Brio's breaker yard on Daymar for some reason. This place is always a hot spot, and we weren't going to make it any better. But pulling up to the selling point, we do see a fully loaded C2 on the ground. The player was either selling or they just showed up. But not knowing if it was bait or not, we did send our snub fighter down to check it out.
Let's go.
But now I feel like a really bad cameraman because Faded had a whole story. He was in the snub and went down and randomly chose to shoot the building where you can sell cargo. And as soon as they did this, 2 players just came running out. Thankfully, the Fury made quick work of them, which meant that this C2 was all ours. We just needed to get inside.
Okay, we're good.
The owner of the C2 did come back for their loot, but they did not stand much of a chance against a full crew like this. But thanks Oxman55 for being a good sport.
Range.
Yeah, I'm putting fire down on him too. Dead.
Oh, nice.
We finally managed to crack open the back of the C2 and were greeted by a large cargo bay full of nearly 9 million credits worth of all sorts of stuff. We couldn't just sell at the terminal and take their loot. We had to steal the ship and find a safe place to move the cargo from their ship onto ours. Kenzo did find a nice little cozy spot somewhere between Daymar and Crusader to post up for us to make the transfer.
What? Oh, I must be tripping. Alright,
What is up, buddy?
We then spent the next few minutes digging through every square inch of that ship, finding all the maize and quantanium that we could find. Those were the most valuable items that we could find on board. Now, I know this is just a bunch of space pirates moving and stacking boxes, but for some reason, this scratched an itch for all of us, and we loved it. So go out there and move some boxes and have a great time. It did take a little bit for us to organize, get everything, properly sorted and get the most expensive items on board, but eventually Kenzo and I took off to go sell what we could. This time we chose to go to Hurston because the whole Crusader system was getting a little bit too spicy for us, but while we were gone, something tragic did happen back at the C2. Fada got disconnected and Kalani just left to go get another ship to make the hauling faster. So that means we have no marker back to the ship, and there's probably another 3 to 4 million on board. But you know what? One problem at a time. Because as we're pulling up to sell this cargo, we do see a blown up Connie. Nobody can be on board when selling cargo, so I give Kenzo my rifle to have him watch my back while I go sell. And believe it or not, everything went smooth, and I was able to sell all that cargo for a nice 5.6 million credits.
$5.6 mil, boys.
Fucking go.
No way.
Yeah, it's like 5.66.
We're very thankful to be leaving Hurston with our lives and a huge amount of credits. Now Kenzo and I need to leave Hurston behind to go track down our lost cargo ship. And of course, while we're in Quantum, I did distribute the wealth a little bit and paid everybody on the crew 1.4 million credits just for that haul alone. We did spend the next 10-ish minutes or so trying to remember exactly where we decided to randomly park the ship, and as you can guess, we had 0 luck. It feels like a waste just to leave that much cargo in space, but there's a real chance that you, the person watching this, that you could go find it. And if you do, please post pictures on the Discord. I know me and the whole crew would just go absolutely crazy because that was like our first big haul ever together, and it was kind of a bummer to lose it. But, if you find it, take it. And I just have to say, while we're kind of cruising around here, thank you everyone involved for making this video. Faded, Kalani, and Kenzo are just some of the amazing people that I've met on Discord that I play with often now. And if you're looking for a crew or just like-minded people, please come join the Discord. We'd love to have you. And in other personal news, this channel is just about to hit that 10,000 subscriber mark. I'm planning on making a special video for that, and I also have something else planned for it. So just keep an eye out for that, hopefully soon. Like 80% of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so please hit subscribe to make this little dream come true. Anyways, thanks again for watching all the way through, you absolute legend. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.